Compliment of the season, my wonderful fam. I'm glad you and I made it to date. Despite all odds, despite the things you have come in contact with, the Lord made it possible for you and I to see this season. It calls for celebration. Why not thank God? Despite the fact that you've not achieved all that you want to achieve, can you just thank God for keeping you alive, for bringing you this far on your way to your glorious destiny? I came with a message today to encourage you this season. A message that says it's never late. I am aware that each and every one of us had great expectations when the year started. The year is coming to an end. Those expectations, many we achieved, many we aren't achieved. Many achieved beyond their expectations this year. Many achieved half of their expectations. Few persons did not even achieve anything. They didn't achieve a single out of numerous expectations they had this year. Does it mean God has written you off? God does not write anyone off. Does it mean that God did not answer you? Does it mean that God has forsaken you? God has not forsaken you. God is aware of your existence. I just want you to know that each and every one of us has a mandate over our life. So that mandate is something that you cannot, run faster than. You can't run faster. You cannot outsmart the mandate of God over your life. Each and every one of us has a part that is meant for us. And that part that is meant for us, there is no shortcut way to it. There is no happier way to it. So you follow the right direction until you get to your destination. If you try to, do it the other way around, God has his way of bringing you down, slowing you down. So I don't want you to be disappointed, or take yourself to be a failure because you couldn't achieve anything, or since you started making efforts, you've not achieved anything. The Lord is taking you through processes. The Lord is training you. The great men and women, the just men made perfect that made it today, they have stories. They have a lot of things to tell us. They have told us a lot of things and they are still telling us things. Why? Because those things they are telling us are the things they acquired through their training period. Through the time God was training them. During the time God was taking them through processes. When you are going through one thing or the other, you should know that, the hand of God is upon you and he is training you to become great. The road to your greatness is never easy. The journey of greatness is never easy. The journey of your destiny is never smooth. There are ups and downs. There are things that will bring distractions on the way. There are things, that will try to slow your movement. There are things that will bring delays. There are things that will bring ups and downs. There are things that will try to break you apart. There are things that will try to scatter your life, that will try to break your life into pieces. But in all that, God is trying to, raise you. God is trying to make you. When all these things are trying to mine you, the Lord is trying to make you. So I like to tell you, my dear fan, that you shouldn't lose hope this season. The scripture made us to understand in Habakkuk 3 and verse 2. In Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, he said, the vision is yet for the appointed time. And when the appointed time comes, it will speak and not lie. It will not tarry. The Bible said we should wait for it. So can you wait for the appointed time? Life is turn by turn. It may not be your season today, but tomorrow it may be your season. It may not be your turn today, but tomorrow it may be your turn. So why lose it today? Why feel disappointed? Don't feel neglected. Don't feel abandoned because you've not been able to achieve anything. I just want you to be courageous this season. I just want you to see reasons to thank God for where you are on the way to where you're going. You shouldn't lose hope. You shouldn't lose hope. Don't see yourself as a failure. Just believe God that with time, as long as you know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that is what matters. You will arrive. The vision will speak. And when it starts speaking, it will speak with audacity. It will speak with volume. It will speak with authority. Nothing can shut it out. That is the more reason you should be courageous. That is the more reason you should stand firm. Don't let the happenings around you to break you down. And don't use how conditions are around you today to consider how the future will be. You have a great destiny. And you will soon arrive. Your arrival is at the corner. Your season is at the corner. I just want you to be, at peace this season. The Lord has not neglected you, nor abandoned you. It's a matter of time and all this will be all right. Without these experiences, what will you have to tell us tomorrow? Behind, the success story of a man, there is an ugly side of it. There is an ugly part of it. There is an ugly aspect of it. So I just want you to, take your time and reminisce over the things that has happened and that is happening around you. Can you just take time, adjust and readjust? Ask God for the wisdom, for the next thing to do. Ask God to give you the idea to create your own world, to create your own legacy. Tell God that you don't want to be left out. Tell God that you want to honor Him. And I know that as you honor God, He will honor you. In Proverbs, the Lord speaking to us, He said, I will honor those that honor me, and I will love those that love me. If you can love God this season, despite how things are around you, God will forever love you. If you can give God an unconditional love this season, God will forever embarrass you with love. And at the end, God will embarrass you with honor. God will exalt you. He will exalt those that exalt Him. He is a rewarder of those that diligently seek Him. He does not just reward anyone anyhow. The Lord rewards the diligent seekers, the diligent workers. So I just want you to see reasons to worship Him this season. Just give Him extraordinary worship. As you worship Him, just have the mindset that it is never late. It is not over until it's over. One with God is majority, and I assure you that you will soon arrive. You will soon arrive. You will soon arrive. They arrived. So you and I will arrive, despite the things we have come in contact with. Happy New Year in advance.